can be the first reaction of somebody who just got kicked in the face. Sometimes. Some people will end up on the ground, crying in pain, or just probably unconscious. That's pretty much how you know your kick was effective. Good job. But for your kick to be effective, it has to be done correctly. Performing a jumping, spinning roundhouse kick requires different stretches and different positioning. This type of kick is basically a roundhouse kick in midair, but it is much stronger than a regular roundhouse kick. It has more spinning and kind of involves more movement of the body. With more movement comes greater risk of pulling a muscle and injuring yourself pretty bad. So I will show you the proper stretches and positioning and movements to do this kick. First, performing a jumping, spinning roundhouse kick requires proper stretching. You don't want to. This kick involves your back twisting. It involves your thighs, calves, and groin region. So you're gonna have to stretch all of those out. So that's what I'm gonna do now. That way, if I do pull something, hopefully that doesn't happen. So for your calves, you're going to get on your like this in a push-up position. Put one foot over the other and stretch it out for 20 seconds. Don't go over 20 seconds because then you'll overstretch your calf and that might come out to be a worse injury than you want it to be. So once you do that for 20 seconds, you switch over to the other one and just do it for 20 seconds again. Count in your head. Do whatever you like. If you have that weird counting thing you do. Just keep doing that. So once you're done with that, go on to the next stretch, which is basically butterflies, as we call them in soccer. Do like this. Put your feet together. My pants are a little too short. Feet together. Push your legs out, and that stretches your region, groin region. That way, because that is probably the most vulnerable region when you're doing this kick. It will hurt severely, and just try not to stretch it too far. Do that for 20 seconds. The two other stretches are for your thighs and your back. For your thighs, you can have somebody here, like I'll use this podium for example. You can have somebody standing next to you or something. Pull your leg up and stretch out your calf. If you have good balance, you can stand like this and straighten out your whole abdomen area, and it stretches your calf, your thigh even more. So do that for 20 seconds. Switch over to the other one. You're doing this, you could talk to a friend, watch TV, do whatever you like. It's a very enjoyable process. So do that for 20 seconds. Once you finish that, you go on to your back stretches. Spread the legs out. Go down to one area, and that stretches this part of your back. Because you're mainly going to use back here for stretching. For twisting and getting up in the air and kicking. So you're going to go down, do that, do these two for 20 seconds also. Keep going down. Stretch as far as you can. If like right here is your only reasonable, as far as you can reach, don't try and go any further because that will overstretch your back. Do that for 20 seconds. Go over to the other side. And as I said before, it's a pretty enjoyable process. So you can just watch TV for 20 seconds and just count in your head. Okay. And after doing all the stretches correctly, you can finally start doing the kick. And remember to do your best when you're doing it. Okay. Performing a jumping spinning roundhouse kick requires a proper stance. Start in a squatting position. Alright? Squatting position. You're going to be going this way, so don't just do this. Or you're going to have to slightly turn your feet. You'll be in a squatting position. And from the squatting position, you're going to step forward. You can step with this foot. Some people prefer to step with this foot forward like this. Or you can bring this foot all the way around and step forward with that like this. Some people prefer the other way with the back foot coming forward because it's much easier and a little bit less work. And when stepping forward, you're also going to twist your body at the same time, like this. I'll do it both ways just to show you. With the front foot, you're going to twist your body at the same time. And with the back foot, it's a little bit less work. As I told you before, it is a little bit less work. So that's what you're going to do with front foot. I'll do it again just to show you guys. Front foot and back foot. Next, and after, the stance is probably the most important part of doing this kick. Because without the stance, you could step incorrectly. You may possibly step incorrectly and fall over, which wouldn't be good. And so, and it is pretty important for this next part, which is performing a jumping spinning roundhouse kick requires proper execution. So after stepping and when you start spinning, you're going to jump with, if you bring your back foot here and you keep going and you spin at the same time, you're going to jump off of that foot. This foot, your front foot you had, is going to come forward, and when you jump off of this foot, you're going to bring it forward in a kicking motion. You're going to have to do that all at the same time, so it's basically going to look like this. And you're going to jump, and this kick is what it will come in a kicking position. This foot comes back, will propel you around, giving you more spin for the kick, and that's what makes it stronger. And for the front foot, for those of you who like the step tango, is mainly going to look like this. You can hop off both feet if you would like. If you step forward first with this foot, you can hop off both feet, or just use your back foot like when you step like this. It doesn't really make a difference. You're gonna hop in the air anyway and probably kick somebody in the face. So, and as I said about the kicking motion, this is the execution part when you kick. You can set a certain height, have like a pole or something out to set a certain height. I suggest you don't go too high because even though you did stretch your groin area, it can still tear. So I'll do it both ways just to show you guys. Bringing this foot forward first, like that. Like that. And stepping forward first, like this. I'm gonna hop off this back foot because that's what I'm normally used to, so. Like that. And as I said before, this is a pretty powerful kick, so please try not to do it while your brother or sister is in the room. You will end up hitting them. And, well, and this kick, it can be used to severely injure somebody's face. So only use it when necessary. Like when training, fighting, you can also use it for self-defense. This kick is really fun to do. There are many other ways of doing it. I just showed you one of the easiest ways. So now you know how to do a jumping, spinning roundhouse kick. And remember, train hard, and remember that it's not worth doing if you don't do your